Good evening, 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 and how do you do? It's Friday. Oh my god, that chat looks so goofy there. Hey, I feel well. Where did the chat? Oh, it disappeared in there, did it? Uh-huh. There we go. Did make that go invisible? Push that over there. There we go. That's a bit better. Right, you can all enjoy it. I was fiddling around with the settings because I want to start pushing the live streams over onto Twitch, make it a little bit more regular, and focus the YouTube channel more on actual content. But I'll get more into that in a bit. But it does mean it's a little bit more complicated to run different things for different platforms when you're... We'll get into it in a bit. Anyways, I hope you're all well. Welcome to the Hobby Corner. My name's Kev. It's Friday night. It's Community Corner. How you doing? Right. That feels good. Let me know in the chat how you've been, what you've been up to, what you're working on. Whether or not you're going to be spending the next 6 weeks with children. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, I'll answer all the questions about what's happening with the future of the channel very soon. Don't worry about it. In the meantime, while you're tapping away on your touch screens or your keyboards, I'm currently working on my first Primark Rebute Guilliman. Yes, and yeah, it looks blue and silver. That's a deliberate choice I've made. So if you caught my first stream on Wednesday, I got it going. I tried to do some volumetric sort of highlighting here and there, and then I toned it all down and sort of not mixed in, but blended it all in by giving it a good coat of Leviathan blue contrast, and the blue came out nice. You know, it's got that sort of lighter and darker tones without having the obvious markings of a contrast, or you know, like rough highlights blobbed everywhere. So it looked good. And now what I've done is all the metallic bits, whether it's going to stay silver or gold, I've picked out in plate mail metal from the Army Painter War Paints. And I just finished doing it today, actually, because I had a bit of spare time, because the wife and kids are away tonight. So I thought, I've got a little bit of time before stream. I started to pick out all the details. My god, there's a lot of trim on it. Made a couple of bits of mistakes here and there, but you're not going to notice. But essentially the idea is, like I've done with other models, I'm going to run the Nasdaq yellow contrast over the silver bits that I want as gold, because I think it really comes out nice. You get a nice blend on it. And because the trim, like a lot of it isn't quite flat, a lot of it is curved or textured, it means it will work quite well with that as well. And then, you know, pick out the final bits of details, do this fancy sword. This is pretty much done. It was just spray gold, drop a load of Agrax Earthshade on, and then I'm just going to do a quick dry brush to highlight it. Bases and faces. Easy. Easy. Anyway, I hope you can hear me alright. I hope you can see me okay. So as I was saying, with the channel, well, actually I'll get to that in a bit. I want to say big hello to Andrew. How you doing? Gina as well. We've got Brown Bear in the chat. We've got Waylander. Hope you're all well. We also got Mark, aka Tabletop Ready Minis. I hope you are all good. Yeah, I don't know if you're still there or if the chat's frozen or what. So, you know, throw down your messages and all that. Just because I'm stuck on top chat. Let's go live chat. Okay. So yeah, in regards to moving over to Twitch, now the idea is Twitch is more suited to live streams. Even though you have the facility for it on YouTube, it doesn't quite have the support for it. So I've always, since I started doing all of this, I always had the idea of doing live streams on Twitch and then like doing the odd clips here and there and posting it up on YouTube and then doing the big video once in a while to support that. So you know, it's very much something I would like to do. And of course I got some big news about my job as well. So I won't go into details because I can't, but essentially, for those who do know, after all the faffing about over the last, almost 18 months, we ended up closing anyway. So there's no definite date on it. It does mean I will be made redundant. Fortunately, I've worked just long enough to get some redundancy pay. So I'll find out eventually after the consultant period is over, how long I'll be there still until I'm given that notice. But it is mostly down to whether or not we can get the clients moved into another place, and that's going to be down to the council because a lot of them are social care. So that's going to be, we don't know how long that's going to be. So yeah, it might mean I'll have a bit of free time in between job hunting, but in September. But if I'm told, look, we're not gonna need you, I'm still gonna get paid a month's wage, whether or not I work it. So that's something. Plus the redundancy pay. So you know, I can spend the summer holidays with the kids, get them sorted out for school, and then try and find a job that will fit around that, hopefully. So yeah, that's going to be it. And you know, if I don't find something, I might see how. I don't have any. I can't make this a bloody job, but I can make it a side hustle. You know what I mean? While I'm looking for a job. So fingers crossed. So there you have it. That's my life so far. I hope yours is all right. I'm still young. I'm still strong. Still got my brain, so I know I'm gonna be all right. But yeah, who knows? It might be an opportunity to do something interesting or pursue something else. So there we go. No. Redundancy you only get if you've worked more than 2 years at a place, and then you get a month's notice, which is fully paid whether or not you work it, plus 1 week's wage for every year you've been there, up to a certain amount. I think it's like 12 years or something like that. Because I've been there just under 4 years, it's really annoying. It's like 4 years in October. It gets rounded down to 3 years, so I'd get my 3 weeks wages as my redundancy pay. So there we go. And of course, if you're above a certain age, I think you get a week and a half's worth per year. But of course, I'm not that old. But no, it's all right. It could be worse. So it's just going to be about figuring that out. A side hustle. Yeah. I mean, it all depends on how long you've been working at some place, you know. So it does pay to sort of have like some sort of longevity in a job in case things do go tits up, rather than hopping and skipping, because that's always a gamble in itself. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever been made redundant. You know, I've only ever left a job. I've never been fired, essentially. So, oh mate, you don't have to do that. No, I'm not. I'm not getting the violins out. I'm not getting the violin out. So you lot throw money at me. I'm just letting you guys know what's happening, so you know you'll know in the future with the channel. But I really do appreciate that. Thanks. You know, I can make a week's meals for the kids out of that. I'm joking. I'm not. I mean, I could, but I'm joking. The things aren't that bad. All right, so it'll be all right. The wife has still got her preschool job, so that's fine. Again, it's not full-time hours, but she'll have the option for that in September. And yeah, who knows, whatever happens, you know. But yeah, thank you so much, Bill. I really do appreciate that. You big sexy bastard. So yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Anyway, so as I said, the wife. Oh, come on, Gina. Come on. Don't do this. This is not the pickle jar, alright? Get out of it. That's an unfair jib at Josh, to be fair. Spicy. Thank you so much, Gina. I really do appreciate that. That's really generous of you guys. Hey, that means I've made the ad revenue payment for AdSense. That's it. That means I've just made the payout limit for AdSense. Hooray! So I'll actually get paid next month. Hooray! Thank you so much. See, now you just do it just to make me bluster, don't you? Anyways, the point is I have options, and of course, whether or not I work the whole summer holidays or not doesn't matter, because I already booked like 10 days off in the sort of not really the middle. Yeah, it is the middle of August. So whether or not I'll work it or not, if they say, look, we don't need you after 2 weeks, well, okay, fine. I'll still get my month's wage. I'll get the holiday on top of that, plus whatever's owed to me. Or I could end up just going on holiday and then coming back to work for however long it is. It all depends on how much they need me and how long they need me for. So this is not the pickle jar, Kev. 20. With these super chats, I expect you to play music for memes of the week now. You know what? I got flagged actually. The last time you guys did that, my video actually got flagged for copyright. You know, it wasn't like a copyright strike. It was like, yeah, you can mute this bit to get rid of this copyright claim if you want. But no, yeah, that happened. By the way, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. You're a grafter, Kev. You'll get something. So, no, thank you. I do graft. I really do. I'm actually expecting a commission to come in. It's a single figure. Something I haven't really done before. It's a historical. But one of the OG fans who doesn't really get into the chats, but they keep tabs on the show. They got back in contact with me. It was the nice lad who sorted me out the microphone that I'm currently chatting on. But he was like, yeah, look, I want to do a commission for a mate of mine. What was it? His brother's... No. It's his brother-in-law's grandfather, I think. Anyways, so yeah, it's a historical mini. I'm just waiting for it to arrive in the post. And yeah, I'll get that painted out. That's going to be interesting. How come you get copyright claims? Well, I mean, I don't know how people make a living on commission painting, to be honest, because it is tough. I haven't got the focus. I haven't got the planning. You know, like, you have to be so on top of it to be able to plan out a project, stick with it all the way through, and get it done in like a couple of days. So yeah. Anyways, enough chatting with me. Should we see what I'm working on? So, oh, there we go. That desk looks so bad, right? Why do you use copyright music though? Naughty you, naughty you. Alright, so, here we go. This is the state of Guillemay. Should we just call him Legume? Alright. Hey Debbie, how you doing? Ooh, you'd be putting Crondis together. Lovely jubbly. That's better, isn't it? So there you go. All the details picked out. Ready for that Nasdrek. I mean, I could get a lot more, you know, into the details, but I really can't be asked, even though it's like Primark and everything. It is definitely there for the painters, but at the same time, you can get away with doing less, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That squeaky noise. Yep. You did alright with the commissions, did you? How many commissions did you have to do in a month to be able to pay the bills though? Which head helmet option are you going for? I'm painting both. So I have the option. Because I believe you could just pop it in. He says, and it turns out you can't. There we go, get the right angle on it. So you could just pop it in, pop it out. Could have either one. Would you have the most important general in the entire galaxy going helmetless in a fight? Who knows? You cheated and did them gold. You know what? I was tempted to spray gold and then, you know, use contrast, like drop contrast into the sunken parts between the details. But then I thought it's not really going to work too well, and I don't have inks, like, or oils. Oils would do the job, wouldn't they? Let's move this around. Let's come around here. There we go. So oils would do the job a lot better. But again, yeah, that's a lot of drying time, a lot of fiddling around with spirits and stuff. I can't be asked for that. It's too much effort, isn't it? So, yeah, there we go. TTR, did you charge base on time or? Yeah, that's a good question. Don't have to answer, obviously. 1 army a week. $10 to $15 a figure. That is cheap, considering that means you got to get a figure painted an hour. You have to get 1 miniature done an hour to make minimum wage pre-tax, you know? So, yeah, I think that's fair. Let's just get that right. There we go. You want to see more of my chin, right? There we go. And my phone buzzing. There we go. Right, so I see there's 11 of you watching and only 5 likes. That's atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. So shall we get to it? Right. All of a sudden there's been a massive spike on my CPU usage. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need it. And that helped. Okay, there we go. Drop that. Alright, so I really need to have something better to hold it by than the bomb. But it will do. Now I'm just going to check for any areas I need to touch up. If there's like large obvious marks and mistakes, like on the elbow there. And I think I was quite neat actually. Just missed a foot. Just missed a foot right there. Hello, Mr. Foot. There we go. Alright, so that's that detail filled in. Miss anything on the legs? No. Okay, well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? A friend of yours charges for 5 Marine Squad roughly 50-70 depending on how much he's got to do. It's fair enough. But not based on time as much as batch painted. Most of the Marine stuff in very uniform. Did most armies on about 3 days work and covers bills and my own hobby. Nah, that's fair. That's decent enough, isn't it? Fair enough. Right, so yeah, to fix those little bits, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to go straight to the contrast. Let's see if it can mask the metallic shine a bit. Cool, it just looks like a highlight. Excellent, just what I wanted. Okay, beautiful. I think that's sorted that out. So there's a little bit there and there. Oh man, okay, now that I'm getting a closer look, I'm like, bruv, you missed tons. What a mess. Alright, screw it. The rest will just be put down as battle damage. It's fine. That's fair enough, man. That's a good way to do it. Overcharge because you don't want to do it. That is definitely a way to do it. Right, let's drag. You know what? Should I start doing that new TikTok thing where you start like paying per emoji, and I'm like, I start doing stuff like, crikey, well done, nice, slurp. It's like £2 a pop. Wouldn't that be something? Oh my days. Okay, right, I'm gonna go. Oh, what am I doing here? There we go. I don't think you want to see that anyway. That doesn't even need to be there. Okay. So, it's going to be picking out details straight from the pop. So, let's start with the chest. Look at that. And as long as I was neat enough with putting the silver down, it won't matter too much if I spill over with this, because it won't really show up against the blue. So that's the technique, really. That is my process. Just gotta hold him by the boot. You charge £5 is a good place to get work. I charge 500 to paint a 75mm scale Assurman. Wow, okay. Just start saying that's bossing or some stupid phrase and slash like make up on your face. Yeah, probably. Kev getting paid to slurp on his hobby corner in High Street. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's just amazing. You guys would just think so little of me, you know. Obviously, I'll be in the clubs. I'm gonna be I'm not gonna be on the streets. There's no protection on the streets, is there? That way I can make sure I get paid holidays and stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's looking alright, isn't it? Eh? It's like my technique is paying off. Huh? How banging is that? Yeah, boy. too, dude. This shit is bussin'. I can't do that with a straight face. No way, no how. No way, no how. Yeah, so, I mean, like, I've painted up and sold an army, and I was very fortunate that I had a very nice person who's in the chat right now who basically called dibs on it. Like, they really wanted it, and were happy with the price and happy with how I painted it up. But I have done 2 single miniatures before as a commission for a friend, grossly undercharged for them, and then, you know, I did that Iron Warriors force for War Daddy, which was fun. But again, like, because I'm so flaky, it took me forever to get that done. Like, it took me 2 months almost to get that done, for no reason other than, like, you know, life got in the way and I couldn't focus on getting that done. And of course, like, my bills weren't being paid on it, you know, it was like extra cash, so I was told there was no hurry for it. So a lack of deadline and a lack of urgency meant it took me a while, and but it's not easy. Anyways, I did try and get some of it done quickly, and it still took time. And I worked it out. The actual time I sat down painting, I probably got paid about £3 an hour doing it. So, you know, I guess that just goes to show my work ethic, isn't it? So I've got a lot of appreciation for people who can sit down and paint miniatures all day. Yeah, it comes out nice, doesn't it? And, like, if I overspill a little bit, as long as I wasn't messy with the silver, it doesn't show up, because the background, like, the blue is darker than this yellow. So at most you just added a little bit of recess shading, you know what I mean? So it works quite well. You just got to be neat with the silver to begin with. Should try and make it a side hustle at least. Yeah, but, like, it's finding the time, you know. You gotta sit down and just hammer at it. So, you know, I don't know. I always got the option, like, you know, I can go to War Daddy and go, hey, look, what you got? and you know, he's more than happy to let me paint something else up. But yeah, who knows? But as I said, it takes a lot of focus, and it takes a lot of discipline in order to do it. I was actually going to do a video on it, on the whole commission painting shindig, but I just haven't found the right angle on it, to be honest. A unique perspective that hasn't been done before. There we go. Hey? Coming out right there. You find out when they say no rush, they absolutely mean do it now. No, he never badgers me for anything. The only thing he asked about was when I said it was done, and he just like contacted me about, you know, when it was in the post, just so he can keep an eye out for it, sort of thing. Make sure it arrives on, you know, in good nick and that. That was it, really. Otherwise, it's quite laid back. But it was one of those ones, because of the nature of the commission, it was sort of more just to build up on his inventory rather than something that needed to be done and out. So in that sense, I was quite fortunate. All right. I am very happy with how this is turning out. Okay, let's just slather this in a real good dollop of it. I want to really stain this bit. Move that around. Like so. Ooh, I'm off cam. There we go. Yeah, all those nooks and crannies. And I'm trying to work quickly so I don't get any tide marks or any tears in it. It's not exactly warm in the room, but it's not cold either, so I think I haven't got too much time to work with it. you know, so I have to sort of make sure I put that where I want it. That sounds a bit bad. I ain't got a lot of time, so I gotta make sure I put it where I want it before the time runs out. There we go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Boy Captain Bazooka, how's you doing? How's are you doing, buddy? Good to see you on this platform. Missed the eye there. There we go. Alright. 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 It's coming along alright, isn't it? Oh dear. So if you do Twitch, will it still be Friday night hobby hangout? Oh yeah, that was one of the things I wanted to discuss. So the thing with live streaming on 2 different platforms is I'm using OBS, okay, not Streamlabs, OBS. I have to disconnect my YouTube account from it and activate my Twitch account on the OBS side so that it will stream to the right platform. Yeah, that sounds fine, doesn't it? But every single time I do that, I have to go through a authentication process. So I would have to then log into my emails, click the links, copy the numbers, post them up, and then jiggle around with the settings again. And then I'd have a separate profile on OBS for things like the chat, which appears differently on Twitch than it does on YouTube. Like, for example, on YouTube you see there's the chat box right there. You can't really get it. I really have tried, but you can't get like the invisible chat box going. You can for Twitch. Works differently like that. Strange, I know. But it's not. It's annoyingly you have to have a Streamlabs account as well in order to have those various settings added to it. That's how you get the notifications when people make a very generous donation, and so on. So yeah, it is a massive faff to go back and forth with authenticating and everything like that, and then doing like, you know, testing the service, making sure that it all works. That's time I don't have, so it is just a lot easier if I put it all on Twitch and then keep YouTube for the videos. So, but on the flip side, because Twitch basically rewards you for live streaming, I've had a chat with the wife. I might be able to live stream more frequently. So you'll have me more often, not just a Friday night. I don't know what the weekly schedule looks like. It might change slightly. The times might be adjusted slightly. But I'll keep you all in the loop anyway. So, yeah, when I figure it out, I'll let you lot know. Soak that up, soak it up. There we go. But basically, like, there's no point live streaming on Twitch if you're only going to do once a week anyway. Because you won't get anywhere with it. You won't make affiliate or partner with it. You've got to stream at least a few days a week. So there's the incentive there, which means you get more me, which I'm sure you lot will like. More shows of me doing things and chatting nonsense, and if I can combine that with some commissions, and if I can, you know, do clips out of it and post it up as content on YouTube, then it could actually become an actual side hustle. So these are sort of the ramblings of a madman, but they are sort of half concoct ideas of what I would like to do with the channel moving forward, and that way you lot get more bang for your buck in terms of you know, content, time that you see me, time that we hang out. It'd be nice, you know. Ooh, there we go. Oh, it was a bit messy there. That's okay. I'll go over with the blue contrast. I'm just seeing a couple of bits where I was a bit sloppy with the silver paint, but I can neaten those up. No problem. Hey Adam, how you doing? Hey Raven, didn't see you pop in there as well. Let's see. So Kev, for those of us that aren't on Facebook, can we have an unbiased and unbalanced breakdown of what happened today and why does your channel get out of it? It wasn't even on my Facebook page either. It just came up on my notifications because one of the followers of the channel made a comment on someone's post. So yeah. Is it me or did Nightbot pipe up as soon as Kev said donation? As long as there's an evening, night like Fridays are now then sweet potatoes. Fair enough. I think I got a bit too much. I could tell I had a bit too much then. There we go. Lovely. Hey, it's not going to win any painting awards, but it's it will definitely look good on the table, and that's the main thing. You know what, I've always dreaded doing projects like this, where, you know, like, I feel like I'm not going to do a good enough job, and I think I finally broke through that mentality where I just want to get painted, you know? I just want to get it painted, and I'm not too fussed if it's perfect or not. I just want it painted well enough to look good on the table, surrounded by, you know, more painted miniatures. There we go. Oh, you have a good night, Brown Bear. Tea time. It's 9 o'clock. Oh, it's nearly 9:30. Bro, and it's tea time. Well, you have a good night anyway, mate. That's because it is Rabuti Gilliman, the Primarch of the 13th Legion, aka Ultramarines. There you go. So that's why it seems a bit off, because the scale is a bit like, what? So for those who joined us late, I just did a whole introduction of me, you know, getting the violin out and saying, oh, okay. Basically, I'm being where I'm working is closing. I've been made redundant. It's going to happen sometime in August. I've been there long enough to get something, but yeah, I got holiday time booked in August anyway, so if they give me if they say they don't need me before my notice is up, I still get paid the rest of that time, and then I'll get my holiday time on top anyway. If they still need me past that, because it might take some time to get the residents into another place, then you know, I'll still get those holidays anyway, so it's all good. So yeah, sucks. Means I've got to look for another job that works as well as that one did, but could be a good opportunity to do something new. And that's how I'm looking at it. It doesn't have a head, no, because I kept the head separate. So what I did was I sprayed it with Tempest Blue from Colourforge. I then did some volumetric highlighting, very roughly done it. Shaded it all back down with the Leviathan contrast paint. So you got like it's still a dark blue, but there is highlight to it. It doesn't really show in this light. Then what I did was I picked out all the raised embossing with silver, just a normal plate mail silver. Any bits of silver that was, you know, a bit messy, I went back over with the Leviathan blue, because it's dark enough, it goes over the silver without it looking metallic, or too metallic anyway. And then I've gone over all the gold bits with the other contrast, Nasdaq yellow. And with this, I don't have to be too neat with it. Still be neat, because if you make an obvious mess of it, it will still sort of make the blue go ever so slightly green, but it will still be dark enough you won't notice it at arm's length. But it does a real good job of making silver go gold. So yeah, and then if there's an ever so slight spillover, it just looks like it's shaded. And that way, I don't have to mess around trying to touch up any, you know, messy gold that I've had to paint on it. And Retributor armor is a bit 50-50 when it comes to its ability to cover well. So yeah, that's it. That is it. That is pretty much the bulk of the armor done now, and now it's just going to be picking out the certain details in white, cream, red, and then of course the last bit will be the bits in between, and the cables I'm going to do in black, then paint the sword, and then that will be that. This is already done. This just needs a dry brush. This I did a slightly different method. I actually sprayed it in the gold, and I've given it a shade of Agrax Earthshade. And what I'm going to do is just dry brush it with a bit of silver, and that's that done. And then of course I've got the base here, and I've got the two head options here, and that's that. Easy peasy. It's only plastic. That's true. If you don't like it once you painted it Dettol, that's a lot of effort though, to be honest. Can't be asked with that. You lot should know. So that's why I like to lead minis. Chuck them in. Tribbles and forget them. Yeah. It's a little dark, but I know that will get lighter. But I think it's the sheer volume of gold, not Kev's fault, but it almost seems a little chaosy. It is. But the thing is, right, it's only because it's, you know, it's here, it's in the light. Yeah. But once the spot colours are put in, once the blade is done, the head's attached, and it's on the chunky chunk base, because it does sit on the base like this, it kind of breaks up the gold a little bit. So gotta trust the process, you know. But yeah, it's Gilliman. He's gonna have tons of gold on his armor anyway. I've been talking about GW and over detailing for months. Yeah, I know it's getting a bit. With a Primarch though, you know, you expect it. But for regular troops, they've got a lot going on. And I know a lot of people prefer Johnson over Gilliman because he's got more of that knightly look about him. Gilliman's much more like a statesman, you know. It's basically like the local mayor with all his gold chains. Yeah, right. That's Gilliman. He is the mayor of the town with the gold chains. That's him. It's all pomp and it's all ceremony, whereas Johnson is much more about combat prowess and utilitarianism. That's not it. Basically, just, you know, he wears what works in combat. That's it. You know, it's just bare bones with a little bit of flair, just to show, you know, I am a Primarch. I am still important. But yeah, it's pretty much just space knight armor. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, look, he still does the job, right? But anyway, I'm going to be cheese and I'm going to have him in my 1,000 point doubles tournament. We are going to be allocated a random partner, and yeah, 300 and something points for Gilliman. But I'd rather spend those points on him than a tank, because he buffs your troops as well. So it's like an army buff plus a tank, because he puts out a lot of damage as well. He's got a crazy amount of attacks. So yeah, this, a buttload of troops, job done, you know. So I just got to learn how to play 10th now. And yeah, I'll be alright. So, how long we got? I'm not used to starting a live stream earlier. It's weird. So, what are we going to do? I'm going to do the face last, that's for sure. I could do the little dry brush on this. So, I don't want that one. I want shining silver. Whoa. The problem is we're modelling combat minis for a combat scenario, yet they sculpt parade ceremonials. Yeah. But, you know, in the setting it makes sense, you know. It makes sense in the setting because that's Warhammer at the end of the day. I don't call it sci-fi, I call it science fantasy, because I mean, you got orcs, space elves, space dwarves, everything's pomp and ceremony. You have gods, you know. It is pretty much Warhammer fantasy in space. I mean that's its origins anyway, so don't fight against it. Alright, so I'm just gonna get the odd raised area here and there. I don't want to go crazy on highlights. Get the end of the beak there. There we go. Lovely. Again, it's going to be so it stands out on the battlefield. It's not going to be for display. And I'm keeping the highlight as thin as possible so that the gold shows through as well. So, you know, you need that bit of opaqueness for that to really show through. So I let the paint get a bit thin on the brush without thinning it, and that sort of does the trick. And that's that done. Let's get the iron halo a little bit. There we go. There we go. Done. Actually pick that off. Make sure I didn't miss any bits. Rinse the brush first. The Booker T of Space Marines. Oh, that's a new one. I'm glad you did start early. I was late, so fortunately skipped more than I thought. That's fine. That's fine. You could be like that. I know you love me, really. It's never been sci-fi, always future fantasy. It's very true. That's why I don't take it too seriously. So I think I might be going to the Science Museum tomorrow, uptown, which would be fun. Like, it is literally like a couple of hours of the kids go, oh wow, I want to go this way, I want to see that, I want to do that, and then the rest of the time it's, I'm tired, my legs are tired, carry me, pick me up. It's like, you're 6 years old, mate. You pick yourself up, boy. There we go. So that should sit nice and neatly right there. Perfectamundo. Like that. Yar, yar, yar. So the gold is a little bit different though, but what I can do, it's very easy, just with the bits that aren't dark enough, instead of going over with the contrast paint, because that's gonna just do weird kind of things, I can go over with Agrex Earthshade and it will give it a browner tone. So yeah, I should have just sprayed that bloody silver and done it the same way as the rest of the model. I fucked up, but hey, I kept it thin enough, so you know, whatevs. Whatevs. You couldn't afford my mum, Adam. So Debbie is building Krondis, adding more paint to the rest of the Stormbringer models. Very cool. I haven't started the Stormbringer stuff yet. It's a lot of stuff, but I need to get like the Imperium stuff on the go first, you know, before I start on other things. If you know what I mean. Is there a yellow on there? How on earth did I get splashed with paint? Oh. Gina's working on a massive model for KFC, hopefully getting some new fish for the tank as well. Lovely. Sits there at models, I say I'm gonna paint, then no paint, and watch reels of YouTube. Yeah, that's it really. I don't know. I mean, we normally hit both, but you know, the kids get real tired real quick with that, so we'll see how it goes. We're definitely hitting the Science Museum first, though. And then of course I'm working Sunday, innit? So I've got that to do. Yeah, you behave, Adam. Alright. So. I'm gonna let that set for a bit. So I'll wait for an evening when I can actually see properly with natural light. Now the base I can do. Base should be easy enough. I don't even need it on there. So what we're gonna do. Let's just go straight for it. I'll dry brush the whole hecking doo-doos of it with the Administratum Grey. There we go. course, I will then pick out the details in the various colours I need to. Should I have textured that? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I should have. Ah well. See what I mean? No forward planning. That's what makes me such a bad commission painter. That's better. So did you know at one point you were the youngest person alive? Really? Hey, Mr. Fish! How's it going? Still would be now COVID at work. Oh my days, can't say that. There we go. Easy, done. No human will see the extinction of human race in their lifetime. Ah, my days. Is this dumb facts now? That's like saying everyone was there at the conception of their birth, but they didn't see it happen. You know, you could just say shit like that. You won your first official game of AOS. Nice. Well done. Congratulations. Right. Gotta load up on some more. Ooh, don't you just love that sound? Ooh, that's a lovely sound, right? So, I think I'm going to do Community Con a little bit earlier. The reason why I started the show earlier is so I could finish a little bit earlier. Because not only do I not have the wife and kids yet to worry about, but yeah, we're going to the museum tomorrow. So I've got to meet them up nice and early. So, yeah. We're growing. How come we're growing for 9 months, but when we born it resets and we start again? That's because that's the only time you can definitively say a specific time, because unless you know precisely when you were conceived, you can't then, and you know, if you're at it like rabbits trying to make that happen, there's no way of knowing which moment made it happen, you know. That's why medically they say your pregnancy start, like when they're counting, you know, how many weeks in you are and how much time you have left, they start it from when you missed your period. So when your period was supposed to be due, that's when they count the weeks on. So it's not even an accurate science, because a lot of women don't even have regular periods. They like, it's either, you know, quicker by a few days or longer by a few days or even a week. Different things can affect it as well. So yeah, it's a weird one, but there you go. We're going to be all philosophical, like no man has been as deep in their mothers. Oh, Adam. There we go. Set the bar. Yeah, but how can they, like I said, unless they know the exact time you did it, and they can isolate that time, aka you only done it once that month, and then, you know, you can count from then. Women moan about carrying a kid for 9 months. Us men carry thousands all the time. Jesus. Alright, let's move on to community corner, shall we? Fucking hell. Here we go. Every week we get to see what you lot have been working on, whether it's works in progress, complete works of art, or project ideas you have on the go. This week, starting off, is Mr. Bunker, and he's got this weird looking, what's in my doodle? I have no idea what that is. That there does definitely look like a Lion's Tower mini, for sure. So I'll be interested in him telling us more about it. If he was in the chat, he would. You should see a doctor if it's thousands. Most of us is millions. There you go. Oh, Mr. Wardaddy left a message. Which one was it? Let's see. Ah, for that, yeah. That was a banging bit of work. Mr. Fish says it's been too damn hot to focus, but I managed to build a new toy. So he's got a great unclean one. Noish. Very noish indeed. All sprayed up and ready to go. Adam, continue work on the Germans. He just painted the Germans. I'm sorry. For his KFC entry, he's working on building up a camo on his Puma. And it's also painted a driver for the Opel Blitz truck. Very nice camo indeed. Lovely. Now the detail on this chap is pretty darn good, right? That is good look. I mean, considering how teeny it is. He's even dotted the eyes. He's dotted the eyes. See what I did there? Oh dear. Yeah, but you know, like, there's always exceptions to the rule, Mr. Fish. My point is, on the whole, if everyone just if it was a mixed thing, you know, some people knew when the baby was conceived, others don't. So you start from the miss period. It gets all wibbly wobbly, doesn't it? So, yeah. There we go. Next up. I like that comment. It looks great. It's all good. So, oh, there's another picture. It's this Anubis style mini. It's very cool looking. I like it. I like it a lot. I like to see more of that done. J-Mac is here. Finished his 3rd edition Nids army. Is that what he said? Yeah. That's awesome. Now, normally he does Lord of the Rings stuff. So it's nice that he's got some 40k stuff done. And it's all 3rd edition Tyranids as well. Lovely jubbly. I wonder if he's going to add the new stuff as well. Under Hive Hero, it's got some stuff going on. He's blurted out the Wi-Fi code. Yeah, we're going to hunt down where you live. There was no point, but okay. That's fine. So, Termagant is now, it's also sprayed now. Last week you built 3 Kit Bash Lictors, 3 Kit Bash Raveners, and Anakin before Friday. Over the weekend, he's built 3 big Gribbly and sprayed all over. There you go. So it's been very productive. It's just got to get like actual colours on there. It's going to look pretty cool. Thanks for sharing, dude. Next up, Gina. Current work in progress. This is going to be my KFC entry. It's an 18-inch pin. Leave it out, love. An 18-inch pinhead. Okay. From 1989, and every pin needs drilled and placed by hand. What? Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the butt, isn't it? All 18 inches. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I'm sorry for that one, Gina. Alright. Let's just turn that light off. We don't need it. Swing it out of the way. There we go. Alright, so, but no, I can't wait to see that painted up. That's gonna be awesome. It really is. And oh look, Spud's little pug. Done nothing again, so here's another picture of Chase. I love the fact that his name is Chase because, you know, it's a pug, right? What's he gonna chase? Oh, that's lovely. So that is Community Corner done. Look at that, we whipped through that double quick this week. But anyways, shall we get to the memes? It's not always about the size. Alright, there we go. We've lowered the tone. Well done. Oh no! There we go. Raven pops up again quick. That's what she said. Built some custodies, bought some more. Of course you did. Bloody hell. You just saw Spud working on some, that's why, and you thought, I want some of that. Aren't they going to be a bit boring to paint though? It is literally spray gold, dry brush silver, maybe give them a shade, and then do the weapons. Boo. Alright, thanks for sharing. Memes of the week. Memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week. Let's go. What's the date today, by the way? The date today is 21st. Oh my god, there's a lot going on there. Ah, here we go. That was it. Start here. See, it throws me off because you started posting stuff that same night after the stream. So, thank you for saying start here. Here we go. So, spoiler alert. So, of course, it's supposed to be the nativity moment, isn't it? But they got him on. That's terrible, mate. Terrible. How to spot a perv. Ruh-roh. Oh, there we go. And last night I put bread down my blouse and pretended I was a toaster. Once again, weird, but not a sin. She really wants to be forgiven, right? That Airbnb I mentioned. Oh my god, yeah, it is literally a bathroom with a bed in it. I mean, it's got everything you need, really, isn't it? But just think, you have a shower, your bed is going to be moist from the steam of that shower, right? Nah. Forget it. And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile, and you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife, and you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for Aristotle on Chipotle. Right. There you go. That's so bad. The fewer words a magic sword's name has, the more dangerous it is. You don't want to be on the wrong end of Dark King Grutmore's Edge of Annihilation, don't get me wrong. But you for sure don't want to be on the wrong end of something called the Thronger. Stinky. Thank you for that glass of milk earlier. What glass of milk? The glass of milk that was sitting on your desk. Oh my god, what? You drank my glass of milk. There we go. That's a roller coaster, isn't it? Priest. Does anyone here know why these two should not be wed? Me. She leaves the volume on odd numbers. Priest slowly closes the Bible. Ay. Spider-Man. Weird, your rug looks like a giant piece of paper. Me, sneaking up behind him with enormous cup. That is weird. Could you imagine trying to trap Spider-Man with a giant cup? I wonder if that is actually in an issue. That would be... Someone needs to find that out. Go on, you Google warriors. 2 minutes into Netflix and she tells you her true intentions for the visit. I've come for your pickle. Uber Eats. You look hungry. Me. Yeah, Uber Eats. But you're so fucking lazy. Me. Yeah. Uber Eats. I bet little piggy wants a $15 ice cream cone delivered. Me. Yeah, actually, I'd see that and I'd be like, no. With what? £6 markup for delivery fees. Fuck you. Fuck you. No way. Luke, I'm going to put my lightsaber in your head. R2. Okay. Luke, you're gonna sneak it into the palace. Cool. And when the timing is right, you're going to eject it out of your head, and I'm going to do a front flip and catch it. R2. That's so fucking great! Could you imagine if R2 could actually speak? I mean, really, all you could do is just go... Just rocking about. I am rotating the meme. Pray I don't rotate it any further. Oh, don't tell me you've posted it again, but it's the other way. Put sun by. That's heresy. They're only considered war crimes if you lose. Oh, I mean, there you go. That's another topic to talk about, isn't it? Dom, you came in our hour of greatest need. You should know by now, the streets always got your back, Biggie. Now let's teach that little bitch Horace a thing or two about family. I think that's a nice little crossover there with what's his name? Old Man Pearson, I think his name was. I think that's what's his name. He was the Perpetual who got a chink in Horace's armor that could be exploited. We'll move on. A hypnotist once convinced me I was a soft, malleable metal with the atomic number 82. I'm easily led. And there's the meme again, upside down. I am not turning my head upside down. No way am I turning my head upside down. I know what it says. I know what it looks like. I'm not doing it. Justin Bieber 2020 looks like he's trying to convince Justin Bieber 2009 to get into his band. Old person. That was it. Jeez. It's the Tash, right? It's just... Her daughter, Mum, is it true that babies come out the same hole the penis goes in? Mum, yes, that's true, honey. Daughter, so will my teeth break? I should read these before I actually read them. Wow. Okay. I hear it. Different types of silencers. Smother. Every copy of Pink Floyd's The Wall on CD has a built-in laser light show, which can only be activated in your microwave. Don't try it, kids. Oh, for the love of God, don't try it. Have you had to walk 500 miles? Were you advised to walk 500 more? You could be entitled to compensation. Call the Proclaimers now. That's a really good one, right? That is a really good one. Oh dear. Chicken drumsticks. Contains back legs only. What kind of chickens are there? Oh my goodness. That's madness. There it is again. So I'm supposed to just rotate my head all the way around. I'm not an owl. Oh my nose. Look at this. It's an Australian sea star called a chorister. However. And someone said, this is a porn star. Oh my days. That's terrible. That is terrible. The Harry Potter movies were so slick with the little details. You're gonna keep staring at that circle when it's really this you want to be seeing. Oh man, there was one with a shot of of someone's army, right, from white dwarf, massive spread, and he did a little circle, and like, oh my god, I can't believe this got in, right, and actually it was Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Someone had photoshopped the miniature right in the middle of the picture, so you're staring at this spot on the corner of the picture, thinking, what is going on? The thing is in the middle, man, and it's so obvious once you see it, but it's just like, ah. Oh dear. Let's go home and watch the Lord of the Rings extended edition. Extended editions? The theatrical editions are long enough, bro. Drown. Oh dear, that's a fan, isn't it? Obi-Wan leaving Mustafar. Palpatine coming for barbecue Anakin. That's good photoshopping. Alright? It's not bad at all. Found these infinity stones in my sister's drawer. It's just these. Oh my god. Oh, you lot are gonna be the death of me, I swear. Hey Google, play us some music please. Why are you being so polite? Just in case.
Got it. Here's Spotify.
I just activated my fucking... oh my god, I wasn't even that loud. I hope you lot heard that. It actually wants me to unlock my phone to put Spotify on. Shall we do that again? Hey Google, play us some music please. But yeah, it's just like, keep that one alive. You always said please. Oh man, that's ridiculous. Okay, upside down great white sharks. I mean, it looks just like a madman laughing at you, doesn't it? Jesus. Ah, dear. When the oh wow, that came up tiny. When the pass, that's what she said. Anyway, when the password is the name of one of these children. Damn. This is Rabbit. Rabbit has a carrot. Rabbit puts the carrot into his rabbit hole. Rabbit goes to hospital to have it removed. Okay. Shall I do my Mario voice? Wah! Whoo! Oh, mamma mia, I squish my balls. Can you imagine? That's why he's going to have them positioned as forward as possible, right? This next song is all about facing your fears, which I'll be playing on the ukulele. Good thing that's just a drawing. Instead of remaking great movies, they should remake bad movies that were based on good stories but did not meet expectations. They should, but there's no like promise of, box office results really. That's why they remake good movies, because they know it's going to be a guarantee cash grab, unfortunately. The fact the phrase "cough up the dough" doesn't rhyme is infuriating. Yeah, that's rough. Oh my days. You always got to put these bloody, like, take the piss out of the English language memes. El Arroyo. At this point, if a clown invited me into the woods, I'd just go. I mean, I think some people are going to feel like that these days. I don't like making plans for the day, because then the word premeditated gets thrown around in the courtroom. You know? Gotta have an alibi at the end of the day. Explaining to a child that we're mortal and that death is inescapable is probably, for me, the hardest part of being a party clown. Can you imagine doing that at a kid's party? My God. She's so annoying. Why are you dating her? What a lovely pair of melons, eh? They're huge! I will no longer be participating in thoughts. The only information allowed in my brain going forward is the Badger video from 2003. Mushroom, badger, mushroom. Snake. Oh my God, I haven't seen the full clip of that since I was a teenager. Was it on Newgrounds, wasn't it? My God, who remembers Newgrounds? Oh dear. Right. I don't understand why my a-hole always hurts. Also me. Oh my days. Tips to become a better conversationalist. Lesson 10. Ask people questions that give them an opportunity to talk about themselves. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, that's a good one. Smith took acid last night and two birds were talking Gaelic and Smith. And he just thought he couldn't understand English anymore and sat fried trying not to cry. That's a mean thing to do, right? Also, my God, the spelling's terrible. When you've been fighting orcs for 3 weeks and your flashlight finally dies and there's no time to reload. Bang, bang, bang. Exactly. If you believe it enough, they'll believe it too. Kunk on Warhammer 40k. Gilliman was a loyalist Primarch known for his logistical brilliance and statesmanship, and proof that basic parenting is the key to ensuring you don't accidentally become the literal worst thing to happen to humanity. Boom. There we go. Very nicely put. Oh, there's another one. The soldiers of Astra Militarum come from places all over the Imperium, just like this one. Not the commanders though, because places like this are for the disgusting peasants. Yeah. By the way, while I'm reading it, I'm hearing a voice in my head reading it, you know. That's turning into Gaelic pronunciation game. Varus Manus was the Primarch of the Iron Hands after giving him a pair of iron hands. Unfortunately, they forgot to give him an iron neck, which would prove to be a strategic blunder. There you go. How I start stealth-based games. How I finish stealth-based games. Exactly. You gotta go out with a bang, right? You always get found near the end. Always get found, so you just go, screw it. Grenade. Get out the guns. Blast them all. The Rock, also known as the Tower of Angels, is the home base of the Dark Angels chapter. There was also a gay nightclub near the Games Workshop HQ called The Rock. You know what? That's the best use of Ben Affleck looking sad and Chris Evans pissing himself laughing. And there was you guys in the chat going, oh yeah, the Dark Angels are the coolest. Oh my god. You know, like, The Rock is also shaped like a giant butt plug as well, right? It's a space-faring butt plug. Tiny little man. Moving on. More does she wrote. Alright. That one hurt. Oh my god. I can't make the chat a bit smaller. It's in the way. Oh dear. I can't look at it. Everyone, are you gonna continue to post stupid memes? Yeah, boy. There we go. None of you have read Dark Angel. No, we have not. Those are Andy's mum's toys. They have the same names as we do. Yeah. I wonder if the receptionist at the sperm bank has ever used the phrase, thanks for coming. Shadowfax, he is the Lord of all horses and has been my friend through many dangers. Many dangers? Dude, you've been gone for like a week. Dude went through a lot though, to be Now this is better. Ow, ow, ow. You're leaning on my arrows, you bastard. That's what it's missing. It should have just said, you bastard. You can smell the stench of desperation coming off Elon Musk's post. He has more money than God, but all he wants is to be a funny Twitter guy, and it's completely beyond his capabilities. I mean, that just seems like a cheap pop shot at him, to be honest. That's my 2 cents on that comment. So what if he wants to be a funny guy, huh? He just spent a fucking buttload of money on it. I can't be serious about anything, to be honest. What if Indiana Jones movies are just the dreams of Han Solo while he's frozen in carbonite? It would only work if he didn't age. But he ages through it all, doesn't he? So, provoking conversation though. That's a girl's drink. Okay, Brock, enjoy your 5% bread flavoured soda. I'm drinking a fruit smoothie that'll have me fucked up beyond recognition in 15 minutes. It's called efficiency. Yeah! Why is it, you know, there's this pressure for dudes to just be drinking beers and ales, man? Get yourself a fruit. And they really do fuck you up. that sugar just helps you metabolize it so much faster. Oh, I showed this I showed this one to my wife before. She was not happy. Honey, did I ever tell you that you cook well? Oh no, babe. So why do you keep cooking? It's called practice. I'm pretty good at handling life's little frustrations. Also me. Oh, the poor doggo. The hard solo one. Oh, really? It's not, though. It's not, though. I don't believe it. Waking up after telling the nice doctor the truth. I think we'll all be in the padded room, won't we? Thank you, my brother in blue. I had my reservations when you told me knowledge is power. But this book, it opened my eyes to so many different perspectives. Such possibilities. I mean, sure. Where does ketchup go? Alright. Let's have it in the chat. Where do you fall on this? Are you lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, all the way down to chaotic evil? What is it you dabble with? Do you have it in a bowl on the side, in the middle of your fries, drizzled over your fries, in a pile on the side, no ketchup whatsoever, too much ketchup piled on top? I mean, that's just pointless, right? Because then it's just like, ketchup's quite vinegary. Just spoil it. Squeeze straight from the packet. Ketchup tossed into fries. Fries are completely covered in a layer of ketchup. Can't find image. Or ketchup on hand. Andrew says chaotic evil, then slap face. Right, that's the only reason you would do it. Oh, my days. Be interesting to see how weird you lot are. This is just fancy nonsense, right? You're just making more washing up for yourself. I like to do this sometimes if it's on the plate, but sometimes I like to have a pile on the side as well. I like to mix it up. Drizzled over fries, says Gina. Honey, tell me what's wrong. You can say isn't it, but not is not it. Oh fuck! Burger sauce only, says Debbie. Well, we're not asking about fucking burger sauce, are we? We're asking about fucking ketchup. It's there. It says ketchup. Doesn't say burger sauce. Doesn't have an option for another sauce. It just says ketchup. You're spoiling the show, Debbie. God damn it. Chaotic good. Anything else is wrong. I mean, that's your opinion, isn't it? All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need. Perfect. I think Yoda would be a very good addition to that lineup, don't you? Also, I didn't want to sing it out loud because it would be stuck in your head. Anyway, just from reading it. So, haha. Wookie pubes. Oh, what the hell? Look at the smile as well. I could just imagine the advert. Get your Wookie pews from the nearest Woolworths now. god. It is such a toothy grin, you're right. Those perfect pearly whites. It's crazy. I want to see what it says there. You know what? I can't zoom in without it blurring. Let's see if I can have a look on the phone. At least there's no lipstick. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, I have to find it now. All right. Oh my god, I'm still miles away from the end. Here we go. Here we go. So the warning says, attempting to groom a Wookiee may result in having your arms ripped off. However, not shaving a Wookiee will result in a choking hazard and possible flea infestation. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. University of California, Santa Barbara has developed a robotic worm that can swim through the sand. Oh my god. Worst nightmare ever, right? Yeah. So dumb. Oh dear. Female teachers now. Lovely and presentable. Female teachers when I went to school. Oh dear. Wookiee fresh. Oh my god. Peppers are the spice of fire. Mint is the spice of ice. Carbonation is the spice of air. And vinegar is the spice of water. Ginger is the spice of the earth. Ooh. Would you look at that? Alien is a movie where nobody listens to the smart woman and then they all die except the smart woman and the cat. 4 stars. But the thing is though, spoiler alert, she ends up dead anyway. So, in the end. So, reposting. Boo. Get some new memes. It's more likely to reverse it. They did it. Oh yeah, this is referring to the Tyranids winning the live campaign, isn't it? To be honest, I think they knew everyone was going to go hard on Tyranids. I would actually have been more surprised if they did the Space Marine reveals. To be completely honest. To be proper honest. Stop here. Not so funny now, is it? There we go. If only, right? He just keeps upgrading armor. Brother, this needs to stop now. But I almost complete my great sword full counter build. Legendary armor almost unlocked. Alright. So does everyone. Reminder, April is Procrastination Awareness Month. There you go. Me getting ready to explain the differences between the book and the movie. Ooh, go for it. Go for it. I love those long talks. When I say the other day, it could be any time between yesterday and my birth. Very true. We all know what shampoo he uses. I mean, that's just dread, right? That's that is dread. Not really a meme. I just want to see Kev try it in one go. Ah, is it a tongue twister? Oh, come on. Alright, let's do it, yeah? Let's do it. Oh, frog in my throat. There we go. Cleared it. Okay, here we go. In one take. Let's do it. English. I take it you already know of tough and bow and cough and dough. Others may stumble, but not you. On hiccup, thorough, slough, and through. Well done. And now you wish, perhaps, to learn of less familiar traps. Beware of heard, a dreadful word that looks like beard and sounds like bird. And dead, it's said like bed, not bead. For goodness sake, don't call it deed. Watch out for meat and great and threat. They rhyme while sweet and straight and debt. A moth is not a moth in mother, nor boff in bother, broth in brother. I said boff, I meant both. Ah, I got caught out. Ah, I did so well. Alright, carry on. And here is not a match for there, and dear and fear for bear and pear. And then there's dose and rose and lose. Just look them up, and goose and choose, and cork and work, and card and ward, and font and front, and word and sword, and to and go, then fort and cart. Come, I've hardly made a start. A dreadful language? Why, man alive, I'd learned to talk it when I was 5, and yet to write it, the more I tried, I hadn't learned it at 55. There we go. I mean, come on now. I only got caught out on one in the whole thing. I think I did alright. Oh! What? I got... You put red X's. Come on. You know what? I did it anyway. I said it out loud. Most of you would just read it in your head. I said it out loud and I said it live. So you know what? Suck it. Not another one. If you can correctly pronounce every word in this poem, you will be speaking English better than 90% of native English speakers in the world. Wow. Dearest creature in creation, study English pronunciation. I will teach you in my verse. Sounds like corpse, horse, and worse. That is cool. That is. Alright, I'm just making sure. I will keep you, Susie, busy. Make your head with heat grow dizzy. Tear in eye, your dress will tear. So shall I. Oh, hear my prayer. Just compare heart, beard, and herd. Dies and diet, lord and word. Sword and I've never seen this word, by the way. Is that sword or is that sword as well? Because I've never seen that word before in my life. Retain and Britain. Mind the latter, how it's written. Now I surely will not plague you with such words as plaque and ague. That's ague. Fuck off. But be careful how you speak. Say break and stake, but bleak and streak. Cloven, oven, how and low. Script, receipt, show, poem and toe. Thank you, Debbie. At least someone appreciates it. Sod you lot. All right. First of all, that word SWARD. I've never ever seen that before. And the other word, AGUE. Is that egg? Or ague? I'll leave that up to you. I would say it could be egg because that's plaque. So why wouldn't that be? Who knows? Anyway, old orc card. Moving on. Alright. Never seen it. Must be a fake word. Maybe. We'll go with that one. You're a clever boy. You're a clever boy. Is a grassy lawn-like area. Okay, but how is it pronounced? Is it sward or sword? I was right then. I was right with ague. Okay, I was right to begin with ague. Okay. I was doubting myself. Telling someone you are shit and you ain't shit are both insults, but you are not shit is a reassurance. You are not the shit is an insult. You are the shit is a compliment. I present you the English language. I do enjoy the English language. It's full of wondrous twists and turns, isn't it? Such a bastard language, and yet it's just, it works well. Yeah, a lawn. Like sword if you say the W. Okay, that's not the English language, that's American slang crap. So, 1. A portion of ground covered with grass, the grassy surface of land. Okay. Interesting. When you're praying for your kids' long life and you remember you gave them the wrong backpack. Oh dear. That's a random one. Is that that's all of them? Okay, I have to say, right, the standout ones. Seriously, if it said "you bastard," that would have made it. But I just have the image of the advert in my head of what it would look like. like it would just, like it would just zoom in with like Chewie in the background, just like, oh yes, would you like to get your hands on authentic Star Wars merch? And it zooms in on the back of Chewie going, like that. That's my mental image right there. Oh my god. Ah, there we go. So that's it. That is memes of the week. Colgate advert ready, Chewy. That's it. Oh man, I really want someone to actually film that. That'd be amazing. So there we go. That's the end of the show. I'm still looking at it on my screen. I need to move it on. There we go. Thank you, Bill, for the that's all, folks. Meme. That will definitely make a clear footing, should I say, of where we're going. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. Oh yeah, now I remember. So yeah, that is the end of this week. You saw me work some magic with some contrast paint, getting gold trim on quite an intricate miniature done to a decent standard. tabletop ready standard, I'd say. And yeah, we talked a load of nonsense. And there we go. I will, of course, keep you all updated on what's happening with the channel moving forward in regards to Twitch streams and the YouTube channel as well. I'll make sure that for those who are supporting the YouTube channel, get the fullest, like, because I don't want anyone to feel like they're shortchanged, you know. So those who are on the membership, I want them to feel like they're getting their money's worth while supporting the channel. So while we're on the subject, I want to say a big thank you to all of them as well. So thank you to the YouTube lot, Lupus Canis, Gina, Scuba Bears and Gunstar Hero. And on the other side, on Buy Me a Coffee, David, Zerona, Gunstar, Gina, Waylander, you're beautiful. I really do appreciate all your support. For those who can't do either, it's only £3 a month, but if you can't do that, that's fine. Just hit the like button, leave a comment after, make sure you're subscribed, all that lovely stuff. Watch the ads, you know, it helps. And yeah, if you want to buy yourself hobby supplies, got all the links in the description below, and on the link tree as well. Join us on the Discord as well, share your stuff, keep the motivation going. And yeah, don't forget we are on Tacticus as well. We got our own chat for Tacticus on the Discord, so if you want to join in on that, we've got an open group on the game as well, our own guild, the Hobby Corner Guild. So yeah, it'd be good to see you on there too. And I'm going to leave it there. Once again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been a blast, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Yes, Bill finds all the codes that we can enjoy for Tacticus. Thanks, Dan. And thank you, Gina, for posting all the links.